Yo, what's up, Dom? I'm back.
Alright, okay. Video games.
Pharmacy commercial for your dog. What's the Chewy pharmacy commercial?
Okay. I don't know what that was. Okay, I'm on Twitch, right? Why is there...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh my god! Twitch! What the hell happened? Hey Verse, it's your girl KZ here today to give you guys another video. Welcome back to Verse Newsverse. I'm so happy to be back. I am so sorry. I know it's been like 3 weeks since I did a video, and I'm also a little irritated just because originally Verse, I'm also working on another video. I'm doing a vlog, so that way I can show you guys why it is I haven't been uploading just for a little bit, so you guys can see how busy I am and what it is that I do. Because right now I'm in the middle of going to school. I'm having my semester. I'm barely in 2 weeks. I'm about to reach the halfway point of my semester, but I was going to come back doing a vlog, and then after finding out some news that was going on with Twitch, I had to talk about it. I already missed out on a lot of stuff. I missed out on the Little Mermaid trailer. Oh my god, the internet went nuts on that one. I missed out on Frost being fired on G4, and I know hella people were hella happy about that. Even I was happy. I was like, finally, why the hell did she even stay? I hated her. And then now I find out that Twitch just released some new policies after some things have occurred on their site, and I was like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna miss on this one. I need to talk about it because there are so many things going on with Twitch that literally gets on my nerves. Twitch isn't Twitch anymore. Twitch is like another porn site when you think about it, just because of all the drastic changes that it allows. And it's so, like, the biggest thing that I hate about Twitch is how so many people were banned for the stupidest shit, and then yet you have a bunch of women on there doing the nastiest shit ever, sexual shit constantly, and yet they only get like maybe like 2 or 3 day bans, maybe a week, and then they're back on doing the exact same thing, and then Twitch doesn't do anything about it. It's so frustrating how Twitch originally was supposed to be for gaming. That's what Twitch was really great about. That's what it was known for. That's the thing. I love Twitch because of how passionate it was for gamers to go on, stream, try to make a living off it. People streaming for 8 hours a day. People think that that shit's easy. It's not easy at all. It's very hard. You having to sit there, stream, try to think of something creative to talk about, maybe something to do, maybe try to pick out a layer, doing all that stuff. Streaming is not easy, guys. Even though for people who don't stream, they might assume it is, it's not. Trust me, it's not easy to just do all that, especially when you're under a contract, right? Because there are a lot of people out there that are partnered with Twitch. But man, with Twitch, the way how it is, it's just so frustrating nowadays. Now, before I go into more detail about what I think about the service, I found an article on the New York Times talking about this new this new thing that they got going on that so many people who stream on Twitch, which is their job, are upset about. So this is what it is. Here on the New York Times, Twitch says it will reduce payments for many popular streamers. The video game streaming service is struggling to strike the right balance between popularity and profit. I wonder why. Twitch is the most popular game streaming service in the internet, but it may face challenges in trying to keep the most popular streamers. I wonder why. On Wednesday, the company said it would reduce the subscription revenue it shared with some of the biggest streamers on its service, shrinking their cut to 50% from 70% in service situations. Twitch, which has lost several popular streamers to exclusive deals with YouTube, previously lifted its own exclusive agreement that prevented big revenue streamers from streaming on rival services. 8 years ago, after Amazon acquired it, the company will still be struggling to find the right balance between the enormous cost of streaming videos across the internet and the importance of big personalities who bring the most eyeballs and the most revenues to the service. Well-known creators are the main attraction on Twitch, much like movie stars. Well, no shit. A Twitch spokeswoman said executives were unable to discuss the situation for this article. I wonder why. Again, I'm going to keep repeating that. I don't care how many times I say it in this video. I fucking wonder why, okay? It's so obvious why so many people are leaving the service. It's so understandably why. As it rolls out the new revenue sharing plan, the company also faces questions about gambling on its service, including profits by some streamers against channels that promote gambling. The company announced on Tuesday that it would prohibit the streaming of gambling sites that involve slots, roulettes, or dice games that were not licensed in the United States and certain other territories. From April through June, people watched 5.64 billion hours of stream on Twitch across 9.6 million distinct channels on the service, according to data from Streamlabs, a streaming software company. YouTube Gaming, the internet's second most popular service, topping out at 1.13 billion hours. Okay, I'll leave it at that for a moment. Now, this is something else I also wanted to read about, because this is something that's going on with Twitch that has to do with gambling now. So here on their page on Twitter, right, they literally released this update. An update on gambling on Twitter. On Twitch, sorry. Gambling content on Twitch has been a big topic of discussion in the community, and something we've been actively reviewing since our last policy update in this area. Today we want to update you on our plans. While we prohibit sharing links or referral codes to all sites that include slots, roulette, or dice games, we've seen some people circumvent those rules and expose our community to potential harm. So we'll be making a policy update on October 18th to prohibit streaming of gambling sites that include slots, roulette, or dice games that aren't licensed either in the US and other jurisdictions that provide sufficient consumer protection. These sites will include stake.com, rollbit.com, duelbit.com, and rollbet.com. However, we may identify others as we move forward. We will continue to allow websites that focus on sports betting, fantasy sports, and poker. We'll share specifics on the updates to our gambling policy soon, including the full policy language, to make sure everyone is clear on our new rules before they take effect on October 18th. Okay, so there is more information, but I'm going to talk about that myself. So, Verse, my thoughts on the situation that's going on with Twitch. It's safe to say that I'm clearly very upset about it, because I hate the situation that's going on with Twitch right now. Twitch is one of the most unprofessional, unlikable companies to date, just because of what it is that they do. Even before all these women started coming on here, right, and started doing what they were doing with all the sexual content, Twitch has always had this huge controversy towards men.
I believe this to be true. I believe, because we've heard stories about this all in the past, that Twitch staff have relationships with girl streamers. I believe it. I know it. I've seen it, okay? It's been exposed on Reddit. Stop hiring virgins, because the only reason I see for women to get special treatment on the platform is because there is some type of sexual interest. In layman's terms, we got some white knight motherfuckers over at Twitch.
Because whenever a woman did something, whether, like, let's say she accidentally showed her like a certain part of her body, or let's say there was a wardrobe malfunction or anything like that, right, Twitch would take action, but it was a small action. Normally they would get banned maybe for like a few days, maybe a week. Where if a guy did something like that, immediately you're banned. You're banned for a month. You're banned for 3 months. You're banned permanently.
I got banned on the 6th of July for hateful conduct for 2 weeks. What did I do to get banned? And how does this affect me? I can't check any of my VODs or clips, because according to Twitch, my channel doesn't exist. So that means I can't use any of the footage that I have, any of my past VODs, nothing. I can't even log into my account, so I can't actually make any YouTube videos out of them or access any of that stuff. I also can't even watch Twitch or enjoy it.
Today I wanted to talk to you all about the fact that I got suspended on my second Twitch account, ZachRar, for 24 hours. I was streaming Diablo Immortal, which, to be fair, I think that in itself should be grounds for suspension, but unfortunately Twitch did something even dumber than that. They decided to suspend me for hateful and unmoderated conduct in my chat. And I'm not talking about my chat on Twitch, I'm talking about my chat box on Diablo Immortal.
I saw Twitch ban a guy for him trying to show his pet frog, and the frog jumped out of his hand. He didn't throw it, it jumped out of his hand, and he got banned permanently for that. And people were like, why was he permanently banned for that? That made no sense, right? They were trying to say that it was animal abuse, even though it was clear on camera the frog jumped off his hand. So I didn't really understand where that came from. And then another thing that's so frustrating is that there were so many people on this streaming service, like Alinity. Oh my god, either you love her or you hate her, but Alinity is one of the most controversial figures when it comes down to Twitch, mainly because of the fact that we all know that she likes to do certain things on her social media just to gain more attention, right? And there's been so many times where there's been talks about her, you know, being sexual on her streams, and then Twitch does nothing. There was rumors that she was working with someone inside of Twitch, that she had a sexual relationship with that person, and that's why she was getting away with things. There was so much talk about how she was mistreating her cats, how at one point she drank vodka and then she kissed the cat and then the cat freaked out, and Twitch did nothing. But yet you ban a guy for showing a frog, and the frog jumped off his hand alone, and yet you ban him for that. So clearly there was a lot of controversy with Twitch at the time, right? And then now it became more controversial because now all of a sudden there's all these people on Twitch doing all these like hot tub streamings, and they're trying to make games out of it. And then you got all these women on here trying to do yoga, right? But when really they have the camera aimed in a certain way. And I'm just thinking to myself, you know, that's what Pornhub is for. I'm thinking, isn't that what Pornhub is for? Why are you on Twitch, right? What's so stupid is that they don't really do anything. They're just on there bullshitting when you think about it. There's times where I'm trying to look for someone who plays video games. Like there's times where I'll go on Twitch and I'm trying to look for someone to play Call of Duty, maybe Smite, or let's say Apex Legends. And then all that pops up are just all these women doing all these things, and it's so freaking annoying because I'm just like, Twitch is supposed to be for gaming. That's why a lot of people, like on here for an example, right? I'm gonna talk about this now. Twitch says that they're struggling with trying to I guess keep the amount of money that they use to keep the service going. So now they're going to be cutting down payments for streamers, which is completely stupid, because when you think about it, if Twitch is literally saying that they have to do this because they're not making enough money, I think it's safe to say we know why, right? I mean, people came because they wanted to watch gamers, right? And let me also say this, Twitch isn't just about gaming. You know, there's people on there that do art, there's people on Twitch that like to do music, there are people on there who just like to have conversations, and there's nothing wrong with that. They're all welcome on the platform. But then now, ever since it just became basically Pornhub 2.0 but with streaming services, right? Now all of a sudden people left and everybody's going to YouTube. I have a streaming account on Twitch that I don't go to anymore because ever since all this started to happen, I was just like, I really don't want to be a part of that. I don't really want to be on a streaming service that allows stuff like that. And I'm worried that literally if I was to do something by accident, what if I get banned, right? For something incredibly stupid. Another thing that goes on with Twitch that people are talking about is the gambling. There have been streamers who have been caught scamming their fans for money. And now Twitch is getting more controversial, it's getting more of a backlash, and now Twitch is is trying to make this new policy, which people are just like, you know, we don't really give a shit, because if this was really important, you should have done that in the first place, and now you have to wait until it's well known for you to take action. This is just ridiculous. Twitch is a joke now. It makes me feel kind of awkward to say that because I know some friends of mine that do Twitch and they do a great job doing what they do. You know, they have a great background going, you know, they make great content, they're on there doing what they do. I have a friend who likes to just react to certain things and talk about certain things, and I support that. I have another friend who likes to play video games. He's a huge fan of Apex Legends, you know, and he's on there doing his thing. And then, you know, I feel like they don't really get the attention that they deserve because there's all these porn stars up in here fucking taking up all the attention just because, you know, a bunch of kids don't know how to fucking just look at a magazine. I don't know, man. I'm old school. I don't really... it's just annoying. I thought about doing video game streaming myself at times, but if I was to do that, I know most certainly I will go on YouTube at this point, because YouTube most certainly is becoming much more likable. It's much more professional. YouTube isn't going to cut off your money like that unless it's some dick trying to do some copyright or some shit, right? You know, normal YouTube stuff. But like, if it comes down to Twitch, it's definitely safe to say it's going down the drain because they're getting desperate if they're going to be cutting streamers' payment, you know, of how much money they make from 70 to 50. That's crazy. How do you go from 70% to 50%? That's a huge wage right there. But other than that though, Verse, yeah, this is something that I needed to talk about because when this came up, I was just like, oh god, Twitch. I was like, what do they do now? And I just feel like eventually the service is gonna sell. I feel like eventually they might even shut down, because Twitch has just been getting a lot of hate recently. They've been making so many mistakes. They're very confusing, by the way. I don't know what their goal is. I don't even know what they're trying to do. If you were to try to reach out to them, I found out from other streamers that they don't ever seem to reach back. I found out that when they even did this update, apparently they did it like anywhere from like 3 to 5 in the morning. Oh my goodness, I don't know. It's kind of hard to talk about it because I'm not on the servers as much, you know. I was from time to time, but now my account on there is just dead. I'm thinking about just deleting it and trying to start something new on my YouTube channel, really. Or, no, I don't think I would start a separate channel for video games. I don't think I would. I think everything will definitely be on here. But still, it's just very frustrating to see about this. I'm honestly kind of curious to know what you guys think about the service as well. What do you guys think about Twitch? Literally, it's companies like this that make me sick. And I'm really happy that they're getting exposed. And I'm really happy to know that now they're starting to go down to the drain if they're starting to make desperate measures like that. I do feel bad that it is affecting top streamers like that, but hopefully for anybody that's not on the contract, if they were to somehow maybe go on to YouTube or maybe any other gaming streaming service that I'm not aware of where they could also make that same amount of money, that would really be helpful too. I do hope that that the streamers on there, you know, do find a way to continue to do what they do, because they do a great job entertaining people who are very much into games. The streaming service itself, it could shut down for all I care. I really don't care. Well, with that said though, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm happy to be back. If you guys like what you saw, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification for more content as always. First, look forward to the next video. And again, I'm so happy to be back after a few weeks. I'm trying to be on here as much as possible. I had a little bit of free time. I wanted to take advantage of it, and I'm just happy to be posting more content for you guys. So getting close to getting my first 100 subscribers. Let's get there. And with that said, have an awesome day. Later, verse.